The best analogy I have is you go to your medical doctor and you've been with him for 20 years and he's giving you general advice, but all of a sudden you need brain surgery or knee surgery or something very specialized.
So Brett, knowing that your strategy sounds pretty daunting to a normal person, it sounds like only a high net worth individual solution. Can a regular person take advantage of this, and how do they get started in protecting their assets for the long term so they can grow into a high net worth individual?
Great question. So our average deal is $2.6 million, and we're deferring somewhere between $400,000 and $500,000 in liability. Our minimum deal that it makes sense, we found, is $500,000 of proceeds and $100,000 or more in tax liability. So if your deal is $300,000 and you're deferring $50,000 in tax, sorry, it's too small. Right? But if it's $500,000 in proceeds and 100 or more, then we'd say, why is that? Because our fees will eat up the savings, and it just doesn't make any sense. Now, if you have 1, 2, or 3 of those properties and you're going to be selling them soon, and collectively they add up to more than the 500,000 proceeds and 100,000 in liability, then sure. So this also works for business owners. Okay, so we've done veterinarians, we've done optometrists, right? We've done dentists, we've done car dealerships. Okay, so unlike the 1031 exchange, which basically is just for this very small sliver, which is investment real estate, that's the only thing it works for. A 1031 does not work for a primary home. Okay, the Deferred Sales Trust works for businesses. It works for investment real estate. It works for a primary home. We're doing a horse deal in Kentucky right now. And so if you don't know, if you buy a horse, it's subject to capital gains tax if you can sell it for a higher price. We're doing a Bitcoin deal right now. Okay, we've done thousands of closes. Okay, and by the way, this kind of answers me a little bit your other question. The regular person, or I haven't heard of it, too good to be true, no, it is for anybody. The best analogy I have is you go to your medical doctor and you've been with him for 20 years and he's giving you general advice, but all of a sudden you need brain surgery or knee surgery or something very specialized. Just because your general doctor doesn't understand brain surgery in its entirety doesn't mean that brain surgeon has had thousands of successful patients who we like to say have never died on the operating table and have never gone to jail, right? So that's the key. We've survived 14 no-change IRS audits. The biggest one was a $125 million deal in San Diego, and then we've been scrutinized by the IRS for 24 years. So all that being said, it works for just about anything that's highly appreciated, as long as you hit those benchmarks. And we're the team to do that, right? We realize that you haven't been thinking about taxes maybe ever, except until the time you sell. But at a certain point, you didn't know about a 1031, right? And then all of a sudden, someone educated you on it,
Exactly.
and all of a sudden you said, oh,